Hey guys, it's Anthony here, bringing in a roadside chat. Let's talk about disarming lawfully concealed carry holders during a traffic stop. And I'm going to show you a video, and many of you have seen this video, but let's just watch it, at least watch the pertinent part, and let's have a mature conversation about whether or not it is really the right thing to disarm lawful concealed carry holders during traffic stops. Okay? I know a lot of you guys do it. But let's just talk about it. All right, let's roll the tape.
Lower your windows, all of them. What's up, my man? Hey, you got a valid driver's license, proof of insurance, all that good stuff? Hey, you blew that red light.
The light was yellow and turned red when I went under.
It was red when you blew it.
It was yellow.
Okay. Well, I saw it. It was red. So.
I saw it too.
All right. Well, you got a proof of insurance?
Yeah.
Just hang tight. You got a.
Yeah, I'm not with
You got anything crazy in the car?
Yeah.
What do you got?
A gun.
You got a gun? You do? All right. Where's that? It's on you. Okay. As long as you're cool. And...
Oh, I'm chill. That's what I'm asking. I ain't finna lie to you.
No, man. I appreciate your honesty.
Oh, I ain't got time to lie.
That's awesome. So you have concealed carry and all that good stuff? No, you don't. All right. You're not a convicted felon, right? Nothing.
I do everything, whatever
Okay.
I should go, you do.
All right. So what we're gonna do is, just for my safety, your safety, I'm gonna have you step out. All right. Fair enough. And we're just gonna remove the pistol from you, and then we're gonna run your license, make sure everything's good, and I'm gonna send you on your way.
Get out this way.
Yeah. Just hang tight. Just do me a favor. Lower that window. Hey, he's very compliant. He does have a pistol on him, so we're gonna take him out from that side, remove the pistol, and we'll go from there.
All right, let's just pause it real quick. Should we really be disarming this man? I mean, the only thing I saw him give a little lip about is that he didn't think that he ran that light, but he wasn't. I mean, but a lot of people don't think they violated the law. But even then, that's not enough to make this guy armed and dangerous. Not even close. In fact, the cop is laughing with him. He's laughing back. You know, he's saying that he's legit, and he told the cop that he's carrying. Did he? I got to tell you, the people who concern me the most are the ones that are carrying and don't tell me, because those are the people that shoot cops. I don't really see people out there laughing, jovial, being respectful to the cop, showing his hands, and all this kind of stuff. The cop is even telling him he's being cooperative. I'm sorry, telling his partner he's being cooperative. That guy is not on my radar as somebody who wants to kill a police officer today. Now, if you think that he's out there to kill cops, with the facts that you see here, you're suffering from hypervigilance, right? And it's a very tough place to really look at the world from this point of view that everybody's out there to kill you. It's not healthy. It's irrational, and you make bad decisions, right? You make bad decisions. So I think even at this point, based on what we see here, we should not be even disarming this man. Leave him in his car, run him, and take care of business. That is my view on it. But let's continue.
Get out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
On my side.
I appreciate it, man, being very
Oh,
honest.
you're all right.
Oh, shit.
You okay?
Hey,
Put the gun down.
go down.
You okay?
You got shot in the leg.
Rescue 1068.
HQ 2162. Hey, rescue 1068. 1020.
1020. Walk with me. Walk with me. Go ahead.
That was a knife with a gunshot to his leg. He does have a pistol on, so we're going to take him out from that side.
Get out.
Yes, sir. Where's your pistol at on you?
On my side.
Okay. Just put your hands on the top of the vehicle for me. I appreciate it, man, being very
Oh,
honest.
you're all right.
Oh, shit.
You okay?
Put the gun down. Put the gun down. You okay? No. Hey, rescue 1068. Let's go.
Now, you saw there too, from all those angles, that driver was cooperative. He's showing his hands. He wasn't being suspicious at all. And why should we just leave these guns where they're at? Number one is for this reason right here. This was negligent discharge, to say the least, right? I mean, well, probably not to say the most, okay? This is not going to be intentional. This is negligent. And an officer was not using due care when she was retrieving that firearm, okay? I doubt that firearm just went off on its own, right? We know that, okay? The trigger was pulled in that firearm, and it was her finger on the trigger. So, putting a firearm back in the holster could actually cause a snag, but generally speaking, pulling a gun outside the holster is not going to have something else pull that trigger unless she was like jiggling it or something. So it may not be her finger per se, but her movement of the firearm caused that discharge. And that's one reason that we should not disarm people. Now, I will tell you that when I was a police officer, my agency had a culture of disarming people. And I didn't know any better. I would disarm people and just, I think they still do it. My former agency, that's just the way they roll. Okay. Hell, I've also heard, stories about them disarming off-duty cops. That for no other reason than just they're carrying. Okay. That's ridiculous. But so is ridiculous to disarm a person just because they're carrying concealed, and that's all the facts that you have. Okay. This country is founded on many principles, including the Second Amendment. People are their first responder. You're not a first responder for the most part. You're a second responder. Okay, give me an example where a person should not be their own first responder. Everybody that's lawful, sane, sober, and so forth should be responsible for their own safety. You are a second responder. This is kind of like the way I look at it, right? And firefighters are the third responder. They're not going to do anything until you make the area clear. So the point is, when you encounter a person who is telling you candidly that they're carrying concealed, you should be thinking to yourself, that is a person who takes their safety seriously, and they're also not a threat to you at this point because they're telling you that they have a firearm. Again, the people who are really concerned me are the people who don't tell me they have a firearm. The next thing is, do you really know how to handle all firearms? Yes, I know you're a police officer, but are you a firearms expert? I am a really big Second Amendment advocate, okay? I have all kinds of firearms, but I have seen cops time and time again do not know how to unload a revolver. They don't know how a 1911 works and so forth, and they're not used to the hair triggers. The point is that, you are introducing different firearms into the equation that you may not know how to handle and so forth. The other thing is their firearm may have been modified. Maybe that person, maybe we find out later that person's gun was modified to be a hair trigger, and that contributed to a bad outcome. I'm not saying it would justify it, but made the gun more likely to go off. So you don't understand those firearms and so forth. The next thing is, how are you going to return that firearm? Because presumably they're not armed and dangerous. Armed is not dangerous, right? It's armed and dangerous, and so forth. So how are you going to return that firearm? Well, a lot of cops want to unload it. Well, now we're back to the same thing of, do you know how to handle their firearm and unloading it? And a lot of officers also don't want to give the gun back to them. Again, this is all BS, because if you're giving their gun back, you presume that they're not armed and dangerous, but you treat them like a criminal. The last thing is, though, they want to return the firearm in their trunk. How many times have you seen an officer return a firearm and just pop their trunk with no consent and so forth? How does that all work out? What gives us the authority to open up this man's trunk to give him an item that he's lawfully allowed to possess? Right? Now, maybe some judge at the lower level will think it's just fine, but do you think the Supreme Court is would hold that we have the right to, when we return people's firearms and they're a lawful possessor, to automatically open up their trunk? Doesn't that invade the reasonable expectation of privacy? Wasn't the gun not in the trunk initially? So what gives us the right to put it in their trunk? I don't know I've done it, but now when you think about it, it's like, that probably wasn't the right thing to do. I opened the trunk and then I see what? Dead body, kilos of cocaine, right? What am I going to tell the court? What gives me the authority to open up this person's trunk? Because I don't feel safe, but yet I'm giving them back their gun that they're allowed to have? So, hell, I've been on scene where we zip tied people's guns. But yet, when you ask us, hey, do you really feel this person's armed and dangerous? No. Then why are you zip tying their gun? I don't know. So how do we get around that? Maybe by consent, maybe by returning their gun on top of the passenger seat while they're outside the car. They go back into their car. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to belabor this point forever, but I'm going to tell you that I have matured on this issue, okay? And I think I want officers to start thinking about the way we treat the people that we contact. What if you were stopped by a police officer and you're off duty and you have your gun on you and you were disarmed? How would that make you feel to be treated like that? But yet we treat other people like that. This guy was not doing anything wrong. He was he's on the opposite end of armed and dangerous, okay? He's showing zero signs of any danger to anybody, okay? So here's my point. Please have a reason for disarming people during traffic stops. And one thing that I did when people were armed and I had no reason to believe they're going to be a danger to me, I said, hey, look, don't go for yours. I won't go for mine. Ha ha, they laugh a little bit because it's supposed to be a little funny. And then I say, you know what? All I need you to do is when I come back up to the car, either you see me or you hear me, and I'll make myself known. Just keep your hands on the top of the wheel, 10 and 2. And if you do that, we're going to have zero issues today. And can I also tell you another thing? When they were concealed carrying and they had the right, permit, in my state require a permit. Now we have a lot of constitutional carry states. But if they were legit, they had the permit, or in constitutional states, they have, no record and so forth. Do you know that that was a mark for them not getting a ticket? Because that tells me they're one of the good guys. A lot of these people that conceal carry, that take their safety seriously, do you know that they're oftentimes the first one to jump out of their cars and try to help an officer getting his ass kicked? Do you know that? But yet we treat these people like criminals. Criminals are criminals, and they have signs of criminality, not these people. I'm off my high horse. I hope you appreciate where I'm coming from. Even if you're from an anti-gun state like California, New Jersey, New York, and so forth, if these people are carrying lawfully, please treat them with the respect that they deserve. And with that, my friends, stay safe. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns or feedback on this, put it in the comments below. Okay? Until next time, my friends, stay safe.